Stadium. All games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice. And when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, Dave Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Arkansas's head coach told me before the game he feels his team is finally playing the kind of football they expected coming into the season, especially with this win streak that has pushed them into the top 10. But he knows that can be fleeting. He said, I believe if we keep executing and playing the kind of football we're capable of, the sky is the limit for this team this season, and the guys are finally starting to believe it. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Razorbacks will kick off first, and here we go. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Handoff for Auguste. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage, it will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And I think it's safe to say Lenora Sellers, David, probably one of the most polarizing players in all of college football. You've seen how special and freakishly talented this guy is with his ability not just throwing the football, but running it, the strength, the size, the power, and more than anything, what we saw a year ago was his ability to avoid sacks and avoid negative plays. I know this. He doesn't have a chance unless this offensive line gets a lot better, but they believe they've built that up. And if that's the case, this could be a very special year for South Carolina.
Well, and let's be honest, this is where they spent their money in the offseason. They wanted to fortify the offensive line. They brought in Kendall Browse at the coordinator spot. They did everything they could to build around this young man. Lenora Sellers' talent is through the roof. We know it. Big, strong, can throw it. Now the pieces around him, a big year could be coming for this big young man.
Throwing Sellers. Reels it in. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head, in front of the entire country, all eyes watching. Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Just going to keep it after the snap. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space, and I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease and make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to do it himself. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this...
He's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, South Carolina!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back.
Number 24, set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jackson gonna throw it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And guys, we've been talking about this all week, man. What a showdown. Top 10 offense, top 10 defense. Who's going to come out and assert their will? And the defense wins the first battle. Getting in the backfield, creating the negative play, kind of dictating to this offense. The defense strikes first in this big-time matchup.
And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Quarterback changing the play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Marshall. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient and he's consistent and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the gun, it's Russell. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, it's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
The Razorbacks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Right at the line. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And you got to love that third down, man. Third and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on third and short, getting that next set of downs.
And the Razorbacks are marching down the field. Quick give. It's Brown. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Making the adjustment on the play. Jackson will throw. Dumps it off in the flats. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The Razorbacks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a third and long. The run inside. It's Russell. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. To the air. It's Hill. Throwing right. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Then so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's Sellers to throw. Holds on, it's Bennett. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Turns it upfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Sellers. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Sellers flips it out to the back. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They'll move the tight end. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. He's changing the play. Jackson gonna throw it. Left side is Platt. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Hits inside, it's Smith. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Makes the grab. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Ready. Wide 80.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run him again. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals, and the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Straight ahead, it's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, a double pass. That one just came off his hand badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest, but there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Razorbacks come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Sees an alley. There he goes. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Hill. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Changing the routes with his receivers. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Right side, it's Brown. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Razorbacks! He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Sellers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Running free. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Gamecocks.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Throws it back. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wideout. Going to the run. It's Clark. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Auguste. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Jackson gonna throw it. They'll run the screen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Showing the arm strength to the left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Mustangs looking to extend that win streak to double digits. How many teams can say that? It's been one of the best coaching jobs in football this year, and a big payday is on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Jackson will throw. Out wide left, it's Watkins. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. A run for the quarterback. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the move. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Still running at the 40. All kinds of room to the right. Running inside the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Arkansas. On to attempt the try. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with an electrifying 77-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina offense is back on the field. They come out for the first time in this second half, but lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Sellers to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Harbor. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Moves the pocket. It's Sellers. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Second and long here. They'll run out of the gun with Isaiah Auguste. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Grab behind the line. It's Sellers. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Sellers. Under pressure. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Sets his feet. It's Sellers. Look out! Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. Inside the 10. Hunt down Razorbacks. The defense takes matters into its own hands. to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. He's looking to throw. And he gets rid of it.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Still on his feet at the 40. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Jackson gonna throw it. Left side is Watkins. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Auguste one more time. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Fires left. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing.
Oh, it's blocked. He picks it up.
Yeah, a lot of times in field goal block, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Jackson will throw. Rushes on. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down to the air. That's caught. It's clapped. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got him quickly. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Uh-oh, look out. Turning it on. 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. On the move from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Sellers on the play action. Buys time to his left. Out wide left, it's Harbor. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
The give running right is Auguste. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Auguste again. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give it to Auguste. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Driving forward, it's Clark. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide right, it's Hunt. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Push ahead on the sneak. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak pretty.
And he's in! Touchdown, Gamecocks! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And they tacked on the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Send that offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Throws it back. Right side, it's Brown. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Razorbacks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Jackson gonna throw it. Left side is Watkins. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Calls his own number. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. The Razorbacks have taken it inside the 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, gonna throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's 1st down from the 11.
Ready. Kill. 496 tsunami.
Motion from the wideout. Jackson will throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Now on the move. Touchdown Razorbacks! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back. Just 1 possession away. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Running inside, it's Clark.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing, Sellers. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. They're all over it. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders.
Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
3rd and long coming up. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation.